Hi, I'm Lonomy. I make bespoke fantasy on the internet. We've been making music, game design, and video content on the internet since the end of 2019, and so much has happened in that time. In order to keep you up to date, here's a new video that details everything we do here on a weekly basis. No matter if you've come from YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, or Twitch, let me introduce myself first. My name is Lonomy, I'm non-binary, I'm neurodivergent, I'm an artist, and I live in regional South Australia on Nookanu country. For those of you interested in my Patreon, you'll notice we have different tiers that are associated with different projects. We host a variety of different projects here and in other places online. Some of them are related to TTRPGs, others are related to music. Many are the culmination of other, bigger projects. The goal of this video here today is to lay out the entire folio to give you a greater understanding of what it all means and what we're passionate about. Firstly, on Mondays, we host a project called Morag's Macguffin. Morag is a kitsune and a mainstay in almost all of my TTRPG campaigns. They exist in the world of Vagrant Sun, but we'll come back to that in a little while. What Morag's Macguffin is a weekly or bi-monthly newsletter that details the events of my TTRPG campaigns, while featuring some custom item cards, story prompts, and NPCs you can use in your own games. Though our custom cards typically use rules from 5th edition D&D, you can apply almost all of them to your favourite D20 system without much fuss. All this is available to my $5 Crown tier patrons and higher. You can also find Morag's Macguffin over on Twitter and Instagram. Next, on Tuesdays, we host a project called Preamble. Specifically, Preamble.Beats was a weekly mixtape that featured a new electropop or video game-inspired instrumental track. Each of these tracks were released as an album, and I made the stems and MP3s available to use in your own projects. There is a Creative Commons style license available for anyone who wishes to purchase and use these tracks for their own projects. They work great for Twitch streams, video game assets, TTRPG campaigns, remixes, and even for just listening to while you work, study, or relax. Personally, I listen to the full Preamble Complete playlist while I'm on my morning walks. All this is available to my $3 Wedge tier patrons and higher. You can listen to this and other projects like Hyper.Curiosity, Wind Echo, and Flux on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp. You can even find the full library for purchase on my itch.io page. On Wednesdays, we host a weekly blog I like to call In Motion. I'm no stranger to the joys and fears of being an artist in this day and age. I feel the most important thing we can do is share our experiences, be humbled by them, and learn from them together. Every week, I try to post a little encouragement about things I've tried, what works, what doesn't work, and what experiences have taken me from a 16-year-old in my bedroom just playing guitar to a full-time artist and designer. In Motion is available to patrons of all tiers and is always public. You don't even need to sign up to Patreon to listen in or to read along. Keep an eye out on my socials for regular updates. On Thursdays, we spend a great deal of time working on my crowning project, Vagrant Sun. A fantasy setting, a game system, and the world in which my stories take place. In the past, we've released a variety of modules for 5th edition D&D that include character classes, races, adventuring tools, and monster encounters. All of which are still available for purchase on my itch.io store. Nowadays, our focus has shifted to bigger, ongoing projects. In particular, I regularly update the vast well of lore for my fantasy world through item cards, NPCs, and campaign notes. Also, we've been designing and playtesting our own TTRPG system, called Vagrant SRD. It borrows heavily from other TTRPGs you might have heard of, and is designed to function across multiple platforms, at the table, online, in video game engines, and as a system for your own games. My $10 Hex tier patrons and I have been writing, playtesting, and editing everything from Vagrant Sun since the beginning of 2020. Every single revision and piece of playtest material is available for them to take and to use however they wish. Finally, on Fridays, we host a video series called Travels of the Ellis Arbor. This TTRPG story features the adventures of 5 misbegotten pirates who venture throughout the lands of Bastion, the central world from the Vagrant Sun campaign setting. We post new episodes every fortnight and write scripts every other week. In the future, we hope to write new stories about new characters. Some about the futures yet written, and others about the darkened past and the mysterious origins of this fantastical realm. Patrons of all tiers get instant access to videos as they go live. Every asset and script is also made available to download for free. Well, that's it. That's everything we managed to achieve with the limited hours in the week. As you can see, we cover a lot of content across a broad range of genres. My goal is to foster a community of creators who love to share what they do. Whether it be music, writing, drama, performance, video content, game design, or visual art. You don't even have to subscribe on Patreon. You can simply join me on Twitter and Instagram to have an engaging conversation. Or you can catch me streaming on Twitch, where you can ask me any question you like and tell me what you've been working on. Thanks for taking the time to watch my welcome video. I'm excited to meet new people on the internet and understand more about how and why people create. No matter where you come from or who you are, if you make other people feel safe and comfortable, you are so welcome here. And with that, I hope you have the best day, no matter what you're doing. Don't forget, give a like, a comment, subscribe or follow. And most importantly, take care of each other.